hope everyone's having a great day today. Today I'm going to do a kind of talky get ready with me video, and I try to talk as much as possible, and dude, I can talk, like I can run my mouth, but for some reason it's like walking and chewing gum or something. Like talking and doing makeup is so hard for me sometimes, but I tried my best. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But basically the feature of today's video is the Tartlette in Bloom palette, the new Tarte palette. I do not have the first one, I just have this one, so I can't really tell you how they compare. I know the other one's all matte. This one does have 3 shimmer shades and the rest are matte, but I love this palette. The colors are kind of a warm color, so if you're not a warm color person, you might not like this palette. And it is absolutely stunning. These are the colors. I'm trying to get it centered there. And there's 3 shimmer shades, and I feel like with this palette, it's creamy, it's pigmented. With a primer, they're lasting all day. A couple of the colors do have some kickback, but I just tap my brush before I apply on any of them. And I really, really enjoy it. I feel like they're good colors for every day. This is like an everyday look I've been doing to wear to work, so I feel like it's appropriate to wear to work, which most of my looks are, because that's usually what I'm doing. But I feel like with this palette, I feel like the reason I really like it is because I can just grab this and be done. If I'm going on vacation or doing something like, you know, where I didn't want to bring a lot of different eyeshadows, I could be one and done with this palette. I feel like it is everything I need in it. Lots of transition shades, good outer V shades, a couple different shimmer shades. You can do so many different looks with it. You wouldn't even know you're getting them from the same palette. And I feel like you also have the all over shade, brow highlighter shades, and everything like that. So I really, really enjoy this palette. I'm not going to swatch this one. There's plenty of swatching videos out there, so I'm not going to swatch this one. I just kind of wanted to tell you my opinion on it and let you see kind of how I achieved the look that I did achieve with this palette and how it can be used for kind of an everyday look. But it is just amazing. And if you were also going out, the size of this mirror, I don't want to blind you, but this mirror, like you could do your whole face with this mirror. I mean, I could see my whole entire face. So if you were in the, you know, hotel with lots of girls and, you know, they're all hugging the mirror, whatnot, you could get ready with just this mirror. So I feel like this is a great, great palette. The design I feel like is really nice. It's very sleek. It's got this shiny gold on the back. Again, I'm sorry I'm blinding you. And it's got a really pretty, like, they almost look like petals, flower petals. Different kind of colors of pinks and purples and fuchsia kind of colors here on the front, and it says Tartlette in Bloom in gold. So I think the packaging is also really great. So, and then also it says, I don't want to blind you again, but it has Tartlette kind of right here at the bottom. So on the mirror as well, and it's just a really great mirror. So I'm going to kind of come in close and show you my eyes. This is the look that I got. This is finished with mascara and everything. I did use La Volume de Chanel mascara, and I use, what is this called? Unique. It's a brown proper eyeliner. And I didn't show the mascara or the eyeliner in the video or the lipstick, and this is ColourPop Ultra Liquid Matte something or other, Solo, S-O-L-O-W, if that's how you say it, Solo. I didn't want the video to be crazy long, but I did do foundation to eyeshadow. I did forget the under eye because I'm also working today, so I'm kind of like trying to record and multitask, and again, it's that walking and chewing gum. It just doesn't go so well for me. So anyways, I'm going to stop talking here and let you guys get into the get ready with me. I hope you enjoy it. Comment down below. Let me know if you have this palette, what you think of this palette, if you want to see more looks, or even if you like my get ready with me videos. I never know, because I mean, I'm not a makeup artist. This is just me and you, like girlfriends, kind of getting ready together. So, you know, if you guys don't like them, please feel free to say something, because I don't want to make videos that you guys don't like. So let me know what you think, and if there's something you want to see, comment down below. I'd love to hear some input from you guys, so feel free to comment. So anyways, without any further ado, here's the get ready with me. Bye! Hey guys, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. As I mentioned previously, this is going to be, I mean, I'm going to get ready full face, but the focus will be on the Tartlette in Bloom palette. So I have already got my lovely little band here to hold my hair back, and I also have already moisturized with my Josie Maran, however you say it, Nirvana spray and my Pure Soak It Up moisturizer, and then I have already used my, I primed my face with my Guerlain Meteorites primer. So let's go ahead and get started with foundation. I'm going to use my Dior Star foundation today. I'm in the color 022. I don't know if that has a name or what, but let's go ahead and get started. I usually use about 2 pumps of this, dot it all the way around my face. Didn't mean to flip you off there if I did. Of course, as usual, one of my favorite brushes for foundation, the Tarte Airbrush Flawless something or other. I'll link everything, or put everything's name down below. It's hard to like talk and do makeup, but I'm trying to do like a chit-chatty kind of get ready. And you know, I think I got this foundation more in the summer, and it's starting to be a little too dark on me, but I just really like the finish of it, and I'm so like about 3/4 of the way down, so I feel like I just need to finish it because I want to try that new Dior foundation. If you hear that noise in the background, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to pause you here in a second. I'm on call this weekend and my pager's going off, so I'm going to have to tend to that and then finish getting ready. Oh, all the multitasking. It's hard sometimes to keep up with doing this and working full time, and really the most time I have to record is like on the weekends, and I don't mean to be like whining about anything, but sometimes I find it hard to keep up. So I do feel like this is a bit orange, but the powder I'm going to use is going to help kind of cover that up, and I'm going to bring it down my neck a little bit so you won't see that big of a notice, or won't notice it that much. So, okay, let me go deal with that noise you just heard, and I'll be right back in a minute to finish up the face. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back, and I feel like I look like an Oompa Loompa on camera. In the mirror, it really doesn't look that bad. But, okay, next step, I'm going to go ahead and use my Guerlain Meteorites, the limited edition snow globe that was out this holiday season. I feel like sometimes they don't really do much, like add much color, and they kind of just give me a little bit of a glow, which is what I'm going for today. So I'm just going to kind of use this as a setting powder, and I just realized I forgot to put my concealer on, but oh well, now I've already done this, so I guess no concealer today. I was planning on using concealer, but I'm going to bring this down. Also kind of blend out my neck a little bit, and this will just kind of help keep me matte today. Okay, so using that, so yeah, like as I was saying, like I feel like that Dior, like all the colors, like they didn't have a wide range when I got that, and that was like the best color match for me at the time when I got it. But now I feel like it's a little more orange because I'm just a little more, you know, I'm more pale because it's winter obviously, but it just doesn't seem as color match. But like I think they were a little more, they tended to be more orange anyways. I just realized I forgot to grab my highlighter. If I can get in here with this. Okay. Alright, so today blush, I'm using one of my MAC blushes from a MAC palette. I'm going to use this one, which I believe it's Blush Baby. I couldn't get it out of there, but I'm pretty sure it's Blush Baby. Center apples, I mean, of my cheeks. It's kind of like that. And then I just kind of blend it upwards. Probably looks harsh here, but I don't really see it that much here yet. Okay, so that is Blush Baby, I'm pretty sure. If I can peel that out, I'll make sure that's really what it is. Next thing I'm doing, and that was a MAC. Gosh, the numbers are off, but I don't know, maybe it's, I can't tell if it says 160. It's a little angled blush brush from MAC. And this next is the setting brush from Real Techniques, and I am using Moonstone, Becca Moonstone highlight today. And I just like to kind of put this on the side of this brush. I saw this brush was used by, and then I just put it on the angles of my cheeks, and it just kind of lays flat, and then I'll kind of just blend with the top. What the heck is her name? I will have to link her channel down below because I watch her all the time, and now I'm having a brain fart and I cannot think of her name. Oh, Wanna Makeup, I think is her name. She uses this brush, and her highlight like always looks amazing, and so I went and got this brush because it's really inexpensive, and I just love it. It lays the highlight on really nice. Okay, so next I use this little handy dandy brush just to kind of brush my crazy eyebrows a little bit and get any powder or anything out of them. Let's see, I'm using, what did I grab today? Oh yes, I grabbed, let's do the eyebrows first actually. my Gimme Brow, Benefit Gimme Brow. This look that I'm doing, it's just kind of a everyday, like what I've been doing, like a really quick eye look when I go to work. And I think it's really cute or pretty or whatever word you want to use for like to give you just a little bit of shimmer on the lid, but you don't look like overdone. It looks like it could be, you know, an everyday kind of look. So I really like this look. I really like this palette too. I feel like they really gave, you know, just enough mixture of, I have a little oops here. I feel like they really did perfect with like just the right amount of shimmers and mattes, because you know, when there's more shimmers and not enough mattes in a palette, I just don't think it's as versatile as one that has more mattes, because you know, the shimmers you can't use all over everywhere. So I really think they had just the right color of shimmers in this palette, and I think it was really well made. And I am still deciding if I want the first one. The first one's more cool tone and all matte, and I do like the occasional shimmer in my palette, so I can't decide if I want that one or not. I'm still just kind of on the fence with it, because I like the second one because it is more warm toned. So it's just, I don't know, I prefer a more warm tone neutral look over cool. So I think I just would get more use out of it. Plus it has a couple of, you know, sparkly type shadows. So I'm using today my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the original one. Just gonna dab a little bit of this on my lids. I don't want this video to be crazy long, so I'm just gonna do the eyeshadow part, and then I will let you know down below which mascara, which I can already tell you it's gonna be La Volume de Chanel, because that's what I use all the time, and eyeliner that I used, which is probably gonna be also my favorite Chanel eyeliner in Cassis, however you say that. More than likely that's what it will be, but I will put it down below in case I use a different one, because sometimes I've been using my ColourPop one or that one that I had on the video here recently. I'm really enjoying that that unique eyeliner as well. So, okay, I've got that on there. Now, let's go ahead and get the beautiful palette. And I think I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. Bear with me here. Okay. So you can kind of see my eyes. All right. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Just one second. I'm on call, like I said, so I'm trying to text somebody back what happened with what I just did. So I'm so sorry. Just one second. This is just how it's working out today, because I'm busy and I'm working and trying to record. And okay, so what I have been doing with this palette, and what I really like about this palette, I'm going to go ahead and show you the palette here. I'm not going to swatch because there's a million videos on swatching. So I'm not going to like make this even longer. But what I like about this palette, there's pretty much every color I need in this palette. I don't have to grab another palette whatsoever. I have been using Charmer here, and what I do with Charmer, I take it, I forgot to grab this brush, and I just kind of set my, not concealer, my eyeshadow primer with it so that it's easier to kind of glide everything on. And it's just the perfect color from lid to brow, and it's also a good brow highlight color as well. It's not very pigmented, it's just kind of a really neutral, if you are pale skin like me, color that just doesn't really show up really well, if you will. So it's just good to kind of lay down so that everything kind of blends easily. So I really like that. And then I love the sparkly colors. You have 3 sparkly colors in here. You have Funny Girl, Firecracker, which is kind of a bronzy, it kind of reminds me of Woodwinked, and then Rocker, which is kind of a beigey toned one, and the rest are all matte. And you've got so many different looks you can do with this. They do have a lot of kick up. you have, you know, so many neutral colors. If you wanted, you can also use this one here below called Flower Child if you were darker or more peach toned as your all over color. If you do that, like as something to, sorry, I'm blinding you with the mirror, as something to just kind of put down to kind of make it not so sticky when you put your eyeshadow primer on. So that's good. And then you have great crease shades. I mean, all three of these really, or even this one, are great crease shades, or just, you know, to kind of blend up. And then you have so many here to darken, you know, your outer V. Sorry, I'm not in frame. So I just really think you have so many options, and you kind of have different color schemes. Like these are kind of more, I think, towards the, sorry, I need to pay attention. The ones here in the bottom, I think, are more like kind of mauve-y toned, and these are just bronzy, and these are kind of more just really warm. So you have just all different kind of color schemes within this palette, but they're all in that warm neutral family. And I just really, really like this palette. They glide on really well. They do have a lot of kick up with them, but I find that it's, you know, nothing I can't deal with. It works well with me. So let's just go ahead and get started with this. Is just a quick, easy, everyday kind of look that I'm doing, like I've already mentioned. So what I like to do is I like to go in with Smarty Pants right here. And I kind of just use this, tap it off, and I just kind of go in, trying to use this mirror and stay in frame here, and I just kind of blend it into the crease as a transition shade. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Transition shade, not crease shade. It's a good transition shade. There's lots of transition shades in here. There's brow shades, there's lid shades. I mean, I feel like you just really have everything you need in this palette, and I feel like they do last all day. Now again, I always do wear a primer, so I can't honestly tell you how they would last without a primer, but with a primer I feel like I have absolutely no problems. They last all day. I don't feel like I get a lot of fallout. I do tap the brush off, but I don't feel like I get a lot of fallout. So I mean, I am tapping it, but they do get, some of them have more kick up than others, but I feel like this is just a really good transition shade for me, for my skin color, and for the look that I'm going for. So I have my transition shade on, and I need a sip of water. Hold on, I'm getting hot. Okay, next I like to go in with, that was Smarty Pants. The one above it, Jet Setter, it's just a little bit darker, and I just darken that up just a smidge. And I don't take it as far up. I just kind of stay right in the crease with it. I don't like go as far up as I do with the other one, just to kind of give it a little more dimension. And like I have said before, I am absolutely no makeup artist. This is just how I do my makeup. So the technique and the words that I'm using are probably not accurate, but I do not claim to be a makeup artist. I am just an average girl that loves makeup, and I'm showing you how I achieve these looks. So that's about it on that. That's my disclaimer, if you will. Okay, so that just kind of darkens it up just a little bit. And then what I like to do is go in with my little pencil brush from MAC. And today I'm going to use Activist, which is this really kind of dark one right here in the middle end. And I just kind of plant that down just right here in the outer part. Just here in the outer V. Just for a little dark dimension. I don't want anything crazy, so I don't use a lot of it, and I just kind of put it on with this, and then I'll kind of blend it out here in a minute. And I kind of bring it down a little bit to the outer part of that lid. And then I take my MAC 217 and I just kind of blend it out a little bit. Go down onto the lid so it's just not so harsh, but yet it kind of just gives me a little definition on that outer part of my eye. And I will kind of bring a little in if there's some on my brush, but since I've kind of stamped it down, it is mostly there on the outside. And I'll kind of do like a little swirly thing right here. And then I'll kind of take the brush sideways to get it a little thicker, or like wider, I guess, and then I'll kind of go down with it. So there's no harsh lines. And it looks really dark and scary, but if you just blend it out really well, which is something I also really think, these are really pigmented and very blendable, I think it looks very nice once you blend it. And then I always like to take my brush that I use for the transition shade again and kind of go over everything. I don't put any more color on it, and it just kind of gets any harsh lines that I might have had. And I'm just doing a little side eye here, checking it out, seeing if it looks blended. It's like a little patch right there. So I'm just kind of going with this brush for whatever was left over. I'm just kind of darkening just a smidge with anything that was left over. And again with the 217. And I'm happy with the way it turned out. So let's go to the other eye again in that Color Activist. Gonna again plant it right here and down. I try to do these chit chat, get ready with me things, but I tell you, I cannot think of anything, and I'm a talker, to say sometimes when I'm doing this, because like I'm trying to pay attention. I feel like I can't multitask. Does anyone else feel like that? Like these talk ones are hard, and I see some people that do some amazing good ones. Like if you ever, I need to link her channel down below, Wanna Makeup. She's really, really great. I love watching her videos, and her talk throws crack me up. She's got a great personality. And then also one of my other favorite girls, Miss Ashley Dawn. If you guys haven't checked her out, I'll have to link her down below too. She has just a great personality. I think you would enjoy watching her as well. But Wanna Makeup just cracks me up, and like she can do like the best talk through. Like she knows, she always has something to say, like, you know, and it's interesting and she's funny. And I wish I could just think of stuff to say, but sometimes you just can't. And I feel like when I'm doing my makeup, it's so hard to like talk, because usually I'm just doing it and I'm not talking. And then to constantly have to look and make sure you're like in frame and everything. You know, it can be a little much for someone, even that talks as much as me. Again, just no color on this, just kind of making sure there's no harsh lines. All right, now for the fun part, the wonderful lid color, which I'm going to use a mixture. I'm going to start with Funny Girl. Now this one, I do tap and I really kind of dig it in there, and I kind of pat it on, because this one will have a little fallout, but it's also really light. So I feel like you just really kind of have to pat and do several coats. I mean, it's not, I mean, on me, I guess it's light because I'm so pale, but I don't know if you can tell. I mean, it's got some really pretty shimmer, and I feel like this is really a good work look because it's not anything over the top. I just kind of dab that on. And I don't go over the dark, I leave my dark. Let's go to the next eye. And then of course you try not to make funny faces when you're like recording yourself. That is difficult too. Okay. I have not decided what lip color I'm going to wear yet, so I'll put that down below too. The main point, I wanted you guys to see this palette in action and how I kind of created an everyday type of look. Okay, so that I have everything on except what I like to do, just to give it a little bit of a darker, just center, I take Rocker. It's the other shimmery one in the third here, and I just kind of stick that right here in the middle. I really don't know why, I just like the way it looks. You just go up. In the middle, I just dab once on each eye. Now, underneath, with my Makeup Geek pencil brush, I'm going to just do a little bit of Activist, that dark outer color, and I'm going to attempt to stay in frame and see what I'm doing at the same time. It's like juggling. I can't do that either, so probably can't do this. And make a really funny face while I do it. My older dog is like right there staring at me like, you are weird, Mom. I'm quite aware. All right, Activist under it. And when I put my mascara on, I always take a Q-tip and kind of clean that up a bit. And I will do that when I do my mascara. All right, so we have the wonderful finished look. I will come in and kind of show you. And you will see it with the, I do it up close, as you already actually have seen it in the beginning of this video. I showed you with the mascara and everything. So I thank you guys for joining me, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to have you. So yeah, let me know if you guys have tried the Tarte In Bloom palette and what you think of it, and let me know if you like this look or if you want to see a different, more dramatic look with this palette. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I will link all the products that I used below. And again, let me just kind of show you the finished look here. I really feel like it ends up really pretty and shimmery, and once I put the mascara and the eyeliner on, it just looks fantastic in my opinion. So that's what I like. So anyways, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!